Oh, hey, welcome. Welcome back to Dirty Boots. So, little bit of a new space than what you're used to seeing me in. I'm gonna be spending the night in an RV that is completely gutted out. It has a bed, little platform in it. It's got a little kitchen set up, counter. That's about it. No bathroom, no plumbing, no holding tanks. It's got a little L-shaped couch I'll show you here in a little bit. But I'm just temporarily hanging up some lighting so I can see in here for the night at least. But it's been storming for the last week or so. Today was the first nice day weather-wise that we've had. And so I decided to throw some stuff together and come camp out for the night. Not sure if I'm going to do anything about heat. My buddy heater took a shit on me, so I don't have a propane heater at the moment. But this morning it was 34 degrees, so it's definitely been getting cold at night. But might just bundle up and call it good for the night and see where we can, see how we can keep warm. Otherwise, gonna hang up some lights here and we'll touch base here in a little bit. Alright, so got a little light here that I can adjust downward more, or I can kind of angle it over to the little kitchen counter area. Little LED light bar here that's dimmable, where I can turn it off completely from a little switch here. So got a little front door, only door besides the actual driver's and passenger door of the RV. Little cabinet, bed with platform, storage underneath, and then a little kitchen counter area here, and then L shape with a kitty. He's gonna hang out with me for tonight. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna cook some food in here tonight. Not sure what I'm gonna make exactly yet. Just been storming like a son of a gun for the last week. Our rivers were flooded. We had towns nearby that were flooding. Avenue of the Giants was completely closed down in multiple spots. Highway 101 closed down for like 8 hours one day in both directions, north and south. So it was definitely a heck of a week. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Hope everyone enjoyed the holidays. But we're gonna be spending at least one night out here tonight, and I might just camp out here for a couple nights and do a couple other fun little building projects that are RV related. I'm kind of setting this thing up yet. I've never slept in it. And I'm just trying to kind of build it out a little bit at a time to figure out exactly how I want it. But it's not out of question that we don't put some stuff in the back of this thing and head out on a little road trip here in a week or two. I wouldn't be opposed to taking this thing camping. It's a cool little unit, and I would definitely like to be able to say that I took it out camping. But for right now, it's going to be staying here at the house. But that doesn't mean that we can't start using it and planning out our trips and prepping out the back end of it here, because there's a lot of different possibilities that I could do for building this thing out, and that's kind of why I got it. I wanted a good, baseline project vehicle that I could sink some time into and kind of build it out how I would like it, with it being as, necessary as needed. Really, like, I don't want some over the top. I don't want some, new thing by any means. I want something that's practical. And if I can put a little cooler in here that runs off of some solar off the top, one of the little electric fridges, coolers, propane buddy heater, or possibly a diesel heater, because this RV is diesel powered. It's got a 7.3 liter power stroke in it. So if I could hook up a diesel heater and run it off the diesel tank of the RV, I could go out for weeks at a time and not have to worry about staying warm, not have to worry about running out of fuel, and still have plenty of fuel to make it back home. If my diesel tank's, half full, I'm fine for getting anywhere that I'm going to be going camping with this thing. So definitely excited to see where this little project could go. And let me know down in the comments if you guys have any ideas, suggestions. You guys see little things while I'm, recording here tonight and tomorrow. If you see anything where you're like, oh, hey, try this or do that, or here's an idea or a thought, throw it my way. I'm always down to listen to someone's input on that kind of stuff, because, that's how we fine-tune what works for each and every one of us for little projects. So stay tuned. We're going to kind of settle in here. I'm glad that I got these lights hung up. It's just stapled up zip ties holding them up there. But at least the cords are out of my way, and I just got them running off of a nice Anchor power bank. So, got a couple things in mind for projects tonight, but not sure exactly what I'm going to do. But we're going to camp out. That's what we're going to do. Alright, touch base here in a little bit. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you here in a while. Alright, so it's been an hour or so, and kind of just dinked around and went and did a couple chores and played with the dog for a while, took him for a walk. But, kind of came up with an idea for dinner. I have a couple not old, but a couple, military style MREs. This one here is, beef shreds and barbecue sauce, and this is meatballs and marinara sauce. So I think here in a little bit I'm gonna pick out one of these, not sure which one yet, and I'm gonna make it up for dinner tonight out here in the RV. And I actually got a phone call a little bit ago that canceled me for work tomorrow. So, I'm going to be home bucking some logs and doing some stuff with the chainsaw, so I'll probably bring you guys in on a little bit of a field day tomorrow. And then I might as well just stay the night tomorrow night out here in the RV again, and I'll eat the second MRE. So, it'll give you 2 nights of camping out in the RV and a day of firewood processing, bucking, splitting. I don't think I'm going to fall anything tomorrow. It's been too damn windy to go fall any trees. But I'll at least buck some stuff and probably run the splitter for a while. But, yeah, just want to touch base. And like I said, I was kind of just throwing around different ideas of what I wanted to do for dinner out here. I didn't want, I thought about doing tacos. I thought about doing some sausages. I got my little camp stove I was going to set up out here. But I think I'm just going to make up an MRE or two. And, yeah, so that's going to be the plan. I think I'm going to go with the beef shredded and barbecue sauce tonight. That sounds good. Marinara sauce and meatballs, it sounds good too, just not really what my taste buds are feeling for the night. But these lights sure came out nice though. It lit this whole place up. No, give you a little look around. Got some hand warmers. It's cold. It's real cold out here. It's not real cold. It's probably 30, high 30s, 35, 30, yeah, probably 39. It's probably right around 40. But I got my big Carhartt jacket on. It's definitely chilly. I don't have a heater or anything tonight. I'm just going to tough it out. But anyway, yeah, no, it's for my first night in the little RV camper build here. I'm kind of excited. And we'll eat an MRE here in a little bit in the RV. So thanks for tuning in, and if anything exciting happens, I'll hit back on the channel. But for right now, I'm just going to kick back and relax. I've been watching some Crazy Quady and Buck and Billy Ray. And anyway, I'm going to watch some shows on my on YouTube there and just kind of kick back. But on that, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you here in a little bit. Alright, so I'm not quite ready to eat yet, but I wanted to go ahead and open this MRE up and see what all's included in one of these. This is a meal ready to eat individual by Department of Defense. This is menu 2, beef shredded and barbecue sauce. Flameless ration heaters are prohibited on commercial airlines unless sealed in original bag. Good to know. Don't know if I'd take one of these for my airplane meal or not, but you never know, I guess. Alright, so we got all kinds of stuff in this thing. Looks pretty full. We'll see what we got here. Plain tortilla from Sterling Foods in San Antonio, Texas. So just some plain tortillas. This is black beans and a seasoned rice, or a seasoned sauce. Huh, interesting on that. Looks like we got some gum. Ooh, freeze-dried coffee. I get coffee in the morning. Alright. Toilet tissue. Some Splenda sweetener. A little moist towelette. Maybe a jam. Looks like this is my, hot beverage bag. Okay. Not exactly sure. Maybe to mix up the coffee in or something. Yeah, I can pour water into this and add it in with the MRE heater in order to make the hot coffee. Here's the actual MRE heater and bag. It's got like a hand warmer style heater in it that activates with the water. A spoon. An oatmeal cookie. Yeah, oatmeal cookie TFF. Not sure what TFF is, but beverage base powder, orange. And then the nutritional information from the black beans. Oh yeah, here we go. Cheese spread with jalapenos. Oh, we're fancy tonight. Little jalapeno cheese spread there in the container. The nutritional information from the beef and barbecue sauce. And then the last package here is shredded beef and barbecue sauce. So for our main meal, we got black beans and a seasoned sauce and the shredded beef and barbecue sauce. Got some cheese with jalapenos. Got an oatmeal cookie. And we got some plain tortillas. So, tortillas, I guess you could probably do something with put the cheese sauce on the tortillas. Little shredded beef and barbecue sauce. I'm going to mix that with the beans and seasoning. Hopefully, or not mix it, but hopefully both of those will fit in here together. This is the heater. I don't know if both of those are going to fit in here. They better. They oughta. Anyway, I'll go grab a jug of water here in a while and I'll make this up. Like I said, I was kind of just curious of what all came in here. And honestly, I was hoping that there was going to be... I guess there's an oatmeal cookie, but I was kind of hoping that this one was a little bit more filled up with some snacks and stuff. This was more of just a base meal with a little bit of extras. But I am going to try out this gum. It's like a red cinnamon flavored gum. It's definitely a cinnamon, or a spicy cinnamon gum. Not like peppermint or spearmint, but like the red hot cinnamon. It's got really good flavor. Tastes fresh. It doesn't taste like it's dated or aged or, you know, anything like that. And then, yeah, so moist towelette, salt, creamer. That's the one I couldn't see. Splenda, coffee, and toilet tissue. So, decent little layout. We'll see how well it all fills me up tonight. I guess if I don't get full off of this, though, I can go make myself some meatballs and marinara. But not a bad little get. Especially if you had, you know, one of these under the seat of your vehicle or something like that, and winter storm hits and you're not able to make it home or something like that, you know, this last week, there was plenty of people that were out Christmas shopping and getting ready for the holidays. And then it just, you know, the whole highway closed up and there was no way to get home without, you know, a 2 or 3 hour detour. So, having something, you know, even of this, you know, variety, even just something simple as this, if you had this underneath the front seat of your car or in the trunk or whatever, if you had to, you could, you know, make it up and, you know, at least get a warm bite of food in your system. So, there's not really, this is the meat, or, okay, this is the black beans. I was going to say, I don't really feel any. Yeah, even this, there's not, doesn't feel like there's any kind of chunks of meat or anything in there. It really feels just like sauce. We'll see how it is, though. I'm going to go grab some water and get this to heat up here in a little bit. I'm really hoping that both of these meals fit in the rice and the meat both fit in this bag at the same time. Alright, I'll touch base here in a little bit. Thanks. Alright, so I got 3 little tea light candles here that I lit up, and I'm going to do a test. It's 46 degrees in here right now, and I'm going to do a test to let 3 tea light candles burn for 1 hour and see if it brings up the temperature at all. Anyway, while I'm doing that, I'm also going to try a tortilla here. These are completely just stuck together. I'm going to do a tortilla and some of this cheese sauce. Cheese spread with jalapenos. So I wanted to bring you in on that. Tear out the corner here. These are all just completely stuck together, so I'm just gonna see if I can get a little bit squirt out here. It's got a good flavor to it. It's super thick, kind of more like peanut butter than a cheese spread. Oh man. That cheese spread is really good, actually. That'd be good on a lot of different things. There we go. The tortilla is not stale, but it's just kind of not soggy, not stale, not dry. It's just kind of bland. I mean, it says plain on it, but like there's no flavor there at all. It ain't bad. It's worth eating the tortilla in order to get the cheese spread. Cheese spread here is pretty dang good. Way better than some of them that I've seen on reviews and stuff where it comes with like crackers and jam. I actually think one of the first MR videos that I did was, I think it had a crackers and jam maybe. And disgusting Pop-Tarts. This one here gets an extra point just for not containing an old Pop-Tart. Swap out all those Pop-Tarts with some cheese sauce like this. MRE is not so bad. Anyway, I got a jug of water here. Just went and filled it up, and so here in a minute, I'm going to start heating up that MRE. Let that start cooking up. And then with the remainder of the water, I'll make up the orange beverage powder. I don't want to do coffee tonight. I'll probably try the coffee in the morning. I'll probably just use my little cooking stove, my little camping stove, and just boil up some water. And use the coffee and the sugar that came in the MRE just to try it out. But not a bad little snack though. Tortilla and cheese sauce. Hold me over for a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up, and I'll come back when I get ready to start the MRE cooking here in a minute. Alright. Alright, so I got the rice and beans and the barbecue shredded beef and barbecue sauce in the little cook sack with the heater in between. And now I'm gonna fill up to between the lines here on the bottom of the bag. A little too much, and it says do not overfill, so I am going to pour some out. Alright. It's right between the lines that it says. It said to slide the MRE and heater down into the water. So, then I'm going to fold over the top a couple times here so it stays folded over. And then it says to lean the heater against a rock or something. So, I'll fold it over. Alright, and that says to lean it up, so I'm going to lean it against this. It says to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the temperature, and it's currently like 45 degrees inside. What do we got? 46.2 inside, and my phone a minute ago said 29 outside. So I'm going to go ahead and let this have its full 15 minutes of heat up. Hopefully it gets hot. I have not had good luck in the past with the MREs getting warm for me, so I'm looking forward to a hot meal. I hope this thing gets hot, but it's worth the experience either way. Otherwise, just sitting out here. Watched one of Crazy Quady's videos of his Christmas special from 3 or 4 years ago. He was camping there in the back of his truck around the holidays or whatever, Christmas lights everywhere and such. And he was in the cold, and I'm sitting here in the cold, and he had a heater going in one of the videos. I watched a couple different one of his Christmas episodes. One of my favorite things to watch are his little seasonal times, snowy weather. But we don't got any snow right now. We're just in the cold. But if it had been cold like this last week, we would have been snowed in for sure. But gonna see if this MRE here gets warm at all. Alright, so for our first time ever, my MRE is actually getting hot. It's got heat going up through it. I can feel it more so on the bottom, but even up higher, it's starting to get warm a little bit. It's been in for about 7 minutes now. I'm actually gonna flip it over here to see if that does anything. Yeah, this side here isn't nearly as hot, so but I'm just pleased to be able to feel some heat coming off of the MRE, because the last few that I've done, they haven't heated up at all. Alright, so it kind of warmed up, and then it kind of cooled back down, so I pulled out one of the meals, because it has the rice and beans and the shredded beef. It's in 2 different pouches. So I pulled one of them out, and I kind of laid it down more so flat so that the water would get into the whole heater. Started heating back up a little bit, so I stuck the other meal in. It's not getting real hot. It's warm. There's portions of it that are warm, but it's kind of cold. So I was really excited. I'm still excited to try it. Definitely still going to eat it here. And it's been another, it's a good 5-10 minutes past when it should have. It's been going on 20 minutes. So I'm going to, I guess I'm going to open it up and eat it here. It ain't going to do a whole lot else, I don't think. I think it's kind of did what it's going to do. So I'll pull it out here. Let me plug in this other light. Hold on a second. There we go. A little more light for you. So I'll pull out these 2 meals. So the bottom of the heater is kind of warm. There's no heat at the top. It's just kind of, I mean, it's warmer than nothing, but it's not hot. Anyway, I got out 2 little dishes here. This one here is cold at the top, and very, very mildly lukewarm at the bottom. This is the shredded beef and barbecue. Wow. That's what you get before and after you eat it. And then this here's, so that's the shredded beef and barbecue, and this is the rice and beans. Cheers, y'all. Shredded beef and barbecue sauce. Rice and beans. Definitely doesn't look like rice and beans. We'll see. Smells good. It tastes like that tub. The tubs of already made shredded pork or shredded beef that you can get from making sandwiches, like little already portioned out little tubs that's already cooked. Tastes like that. Doesn't taste bad at all. So they gave you salt to go with it. Granted, I don't put extra salt on a whole lot of anything. But this tastes pretty salty to me. It's almost a little over salty. So for them to add a whole big old packet of salt on this alone, granted, this bite, I'm going to put some rice and beans with it and try it. Strangely enough, that tastes like an enchilada. That tastes very much so. If this had some guacamole and some like lettuce shreds on it and a margarita sitting next to it, you could serve this hot. Granted, this isn't hot, this is cold. But flavor-wise, you put some little bit of shredded onion and some guacamole on this, you could serve this at a restaurant. The flavor of it, the flavor is not bad at all. I am very, very, very impressed with the flavor. If this had some salsa, some shredded onion, anything topping-wise to go with it, it'd be great. Not like a sauce. It doesn't need like a condiment. But like salsa or cilantro or onion, guacamole. Something like that added to this would be really, really good. Neither of these need any more salt though. This packet of salt is not going to go onto this meal. I wish it was hot, and I could only imagine how good this would be hot. Because this is really, really flavorful. I'm very surprised by this. It doesn't taste spicy, but it's definitely like a tomato-based citrus, or not citrusy, sorry. No, it's definitely got like a tomato-y based kind of flavor to it, though. Not really a citrus, but there's some other flavor there for sure. And it's not in the beans, it's in the meat. It's really good. I am very, very, very surprised. I mean, by the looks of it, you know, it looks like shredded beef, and I'm sure if it had gotten hot all the way and it had broken up a little bit more than just me stirring it, it'd probably look a little bit more appetizing, but the flavor is kind of surprising me because this ain't bad. Like, this could go on a real plate and come out of the kitchen hot, and I'd be happy with my meal. Especially with some toppings or sides on it. But something that's shelf stable, and all you need really is water, or a little backpacking stove, camp stove, and know that it's going to come off hot. I'm pretty damn impressed here. Not with the heater. The bottom two, like the bottom half of the heater, it's hot, but the top two just don't have any heat. They're wet. They saw water. They're just not producing any heat. But yeah. So the heater, fail. You know what? Whatever. It is what it is. Who knows how many years they were sitting on a shelf or in a truck bouncing around or whatever the problem was. But as far as the actual flavor of the meals, I would give these a good. I mean, what are we rating off of? Are we rating off of what I think an emergency meal should taste like, or am I rating off of, you know, a home cooked meal, or a meal that I made off the barbecue, or a meal that I got at a restaurant? Because the flavor of this meat is really pretty good. I mean, if I'm eating this in an emergency situation, hot or cold, anything like that, I mean, the flavor of this, I'm going to give it a 7.5 to an 8. It's tasty. The heater not working, sure, that's a downside. If I was able to eat this hot, heater or cook stove or microwave, whatever, if this was hot, it would be an amazing meal. Yeah, I'm cold, and sure, a hot meal right now would be really good. But the flavor is absolutely blowing me away. Yeah, that ain't bad. And that's really, really good. I wish it had came with black pepper. Oh yeah, it came with this big old packet of salt. And a moist towelette and some paper towel, toilet paper thing. Coffee. Splenda. Creamer. An oatmeal cookie. Ooh. I forgot about the orange beverage powder. Let's make up some, we'll add it to this. This here is just pure water. And, I'll add this beverage powder to it. But no, if this had some black pepper or something similar, even just some Taco Bell hot sauce or whatever, there's a lot of powder in here. I don't know, I mean, there's about a liter still left in this jug, but I don't know if I want to add all this. There's a lot in here. Try that. But yeah, if it had some kind of other flavor to go with it, just to add to it, I wouldn't turn that down at all. But as is, the flavor of this rice and beans and the meat, it's pretty spot on. Now we got some orange beverage powder. Cheers. Not much flavor there. Really surprised. I mean, it's orangey. It definitely tastes orangey, but I was expecting, like, not orange soda flavor, but this is pretty bland. That's not bad. That's refreshing. That's real good. That coming out of a canteen, that'd be real good. Alright, bed's made. I'm gonna relax and get ready to crawl in bed. That food was absolutely delicious, but it gave me some of the worst heartburn I've had in a long, long time. So every 2-3 minutes I've been burping fireballs. So not sure what the reason of that was. It didn't have any spice or anything like that to it, but I think it was just a tomato-based barbecue sauce and it just got to me. But anyway, bed's made. I'm tired. It's late. It's cold. It's 42 degrees in here, and last time I checked, my phone said it was 29 outside. So definitely chilly and heartburn. Heartburn is not fun. So I'm gonna get situated here and crawl in bed, turn out some of these lights, probably just put on a show and try to curl under the blankets and try to get warm. I almost don't even want to take off all this jacket and sweatshirts to crawl in bed, but I'm gonna. It's not freezing cold, but when you're not used to it and you don't have any heat or anything. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys an update. I might touch base here in a little bit, but for right now, I think I'm going to crawl into bed. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Well, good morning, guys.
It's the next morning, 8:30 or so in the morning, and once I got snuggled in bed last night and kind of got warmed up. This sleeping bag's good for 20 degrees, so it didn't get that cold. It got close, I think. It was definitely, I don't know, I think my phone at one point around midnight maybe said that it was supposed to be 27 outside, and I think it said 41 inside when I looked on my little temperature thermometer thing there. But I'm just waking up here and just want to give you guys an update. But I wasn't overly cold last night once I got in bed. Excuse me. Like I said, I just woke up, grabbed the camera here, and just wanted to say good morning. But once I got warmed up, it wasn't too bad to stay warm. But if I would move in my sleeping bag to a different spot, or my feet would lose the heated area, it would take me a while to get warm back up. But I'm gonna get up here in a minute and go pee. I haven't crawled out of bed yet. So I'm gonna get up here and I don't know if I'm gonna make coffee right now or if I'm gonna just grab an energy drink and get going. But here in a while, I think I'm gonna go do some chainsawing today. Go buck up some logs or something. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna wake up here and go pee. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Just want to say good morning. Alright, so got myself an energy drink here, and got the doors opened up, just trying to let some sunlight in here, a little bit of warmth, but it's still 45 degrees or so outside, so it's not real warm. I don't know, it might be 50 if you stand in the sun, but I forgot to eat it last night, but I'm gonna try this oatmeal cookie that came in that MRE. So it's dry. It's very, very, very dry. And stale. It ain't as bad as the Pop-Tart in the last ones, though. Dry and stale, but it's not horrible. Could be a lot worse. But getting ready to go out and gas up the saws. And not sure what I'm gonna buck up yet. I got a couple different piles of some stuff that needs to be bucked up. I don't know if I'm gonna buck up my big logs or not today, just because I don't want to have to deal with getting them out of the rain once I buck them up, at least for today. But I want to go out and fire up the saws and do a little something. I've been stuck in the house for the last week with it raining, storming. So I'm gonna eat another few bites of this cookie, and I'll be back here in a little bit and we'll go run some chainsaws. The sun's beautiful today, blue sky and everything. It's still cold though. I mean, it might be 50 degrees in the sun. It's not bad. But you go into the shadows, I haven't seen the sun, and damn near still frost on the ground. Anyway, we'll touch base here in a little bit. So, thanks.
this one auto. GoPro down. That's gonna be good footage. There we go. I think I'm gonna do a little fire. Tonight, and see how it goes. Might cook out here tonight. Actually, I'm not sure. But for right now, I'm just gonna get together some kindling, go get some branches and some dry shit without actually burning firewood. So I'm gonna go scavenge some stuff and see if I can't get a little fire going if this wind stays calm. Right now it's not windy at all, but it could come up strong within no time, so we'll see how it goes. But I just had a few of these cinder blocks laying around and figured I'd try to get a little camp set up here. So that's what I'm working on. Touch base here in a little bit. GoPro, stop recording. Alright, so I got some fairly dry little branches here, some cherry wood and some other little just limbs and stuff that I found around. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this onto some paper and a little bit of cardboard on top and see if we can get it to go. A little cardboard underneath too. Completely unplanned to do this today. Wasn't gonna do this at all, but it's cold and night's setting in, so see if we can get a little campfire going. So got a little fire going out here, and it's looking decent. It's got a good little coal bed so far. I'm just keeping it real small, and I think I'm gonna do a first for myself tonight, and I'm gonna put a cast iron pot or skillet right onto the coals here. If the wind doesn't pick up, which it's, I don't know, it's one to kind of get going, and I don't want to deal with windy and fire and all that shit. Plus, I'm right in front of the RV. But if I can keep things mellow enough, but also build up a coal bed, I'm gonna put a little cast iron pot over top of the coals here in a while, and I'm gonna make tacos. But I've also got the other MRE and a couple other things I can do inside off of the little gas one stove. So for right now, I'm just gonna sit around the fire, stand around the fire, and honestly, it's not real cold. It's, my thermometer earlier, about an hour ago, said 50 out here, so not sure what it's at now. So not frigid cold, but little warmth off the fire though. Tonight's gonna feel nice. I'm not gonna build it up big or anything. I'm close to buildings and my RV and kind of just out in my yard. But if I can get a little cold bed going, that'll put out some good heat, and I can hang around out here for a few hours. It's 5:30, so just about fully dark, and yeah, no, it's a nice evening so far. I'd rather sit out here next to this little fire than sit inside watching my phone, so I'm gonna hang around out here for a little bit, and I'll touch back here in a little bit when I decide what I'm gonna do for food. I know that MRE probably isn't gonna fill me up tonight. I would much rather 6 or 8 tacos on a platter. So I think that if I can get this to mellow down here in a while to a nice coal bed or whatever, at least something that I can get some heat going, I'll go put a pound of ground beef into this cast iron skillet I got. And I've never used cast iron over a stove, really. I guess on this last camping trip, my uncle had a cast iron Dutch oven. We used that a couple times, but I haven't ever cast ironed anything right on the fire. So I might go ahead and pull that out. And right now I'm just gonna hang around because I'm kind of tired and it's getting dark. Temperature's starting to drop a little bit. I just felt it. But for right now, we're gonna hang around, and we'll touch base here in a little bit. Night number 2 of camping in the new RV. It's definitely more cozy in there than I thought it was gonna be. Being out there last night, I kind of was uncomfortable when I first got in there and just kind of started getting things set up and everything. But by the time I went to bed, I felt like it was like a living room, or a bedroom, or it was just super cozy and inviting. It wasn't just all, adding lighting in there and adding just a few other touches. It really made it more welcoming, a lot more so than I would have thought. So definitely excited on the whole RV / camper van build there. It's 23 foot overall length, so it's a little bit more than a camper van. But it's also not like a big ass RV. I mean, I can park the entire thing in a parking spot in front of Safeway and not be, way out in the middle of the parking lot out towards the end to go and get groceries before a camping trip. I can park it alongside of a store, street front parking, or, little things like that. So it's a little bit nicer as far as having the compact size than a full-on RV. But it's also not as small as what I would actually like. I wanted to get, like a G20, Chevy G20 van. Something a little bit smaller, honestly. And this will show me in the long term if that's something that I want. If I want compact size, if I want a little bit smaller of a size, or am I loving having a queen size bed that's already made? A kitchen counter, a kitchen cabinet, a place to add a little bathroom. So it'll it'll be an interesting little endeavor to see where this RV goes. Right now it's just parked in my front yard, and I'm having a little campfire with it. So we're gonna enjoy the evening, and we'll touch base here in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. Dirty Boots. We'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got a nice little fire built up now. Sure feels good to have some warmth. It's about 44, 45 degrees out here. Not real cold, but sure adds a little bit of ambiance and a little bit of warmth to the body. I had an old metal shelf laying around that I leaned up against one side to kind of reflect the heat back to me, and also kind of just wasn't really needed for the wind, but the wind was just kind of breezing every now and then, and it was kind of pushing my smoke right in my face. I was standing over on this side, so I put this up, little shelf, metal shelf thing, and it's done the job. It's made it so the fire could get going. A little bit of breeze every now and then hasn't affected it at all, and it's honestly pretty badass because it reflects the heat back to me. It's not even getting hot, but it's just, I mean, it's nice to have a little reflector. But I've just been hanging out, been by myself. My cat was out here with me for a while, and he wanted food, and so I put him in the house. Or not in the house, he went back up into the RV. I had him some food in there, and I went in there to grab my flashlight out that I recharged last night because it got fully dark, and grabbed my flashlight, and I came back out, and he's at the door meowing. He's ready to go back in the RV, so that's where he's at. I might go get my dog here in a while. He's over with my mom, over at her place. But other than that, just kind of kicking it. I'm gonna probably end up making some tacos here in a while on this fire. I'm not really super hungry yet, but it's gonna take a while with the cooking on here, so I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna let the couple pieces of wood I stuck on here, let those get going, and I'm gonna knock them to the side, and then what's coal bed's already there, I'll put my cast iron pot on and start browning off some burger meat here in a little bit. But for right now, I'm just gonna kick back, and it's really nice to feel the warmth of this fire. Last night wasn't too cold, but it sure is nice feeling a little bit of warmth tonight. I'll tell you that much. Don't think I'm gonna do that other MRE tonight. I'm gonna save that for another time, another camping trip, another adventure. But I don't think I mentioned it last night. I might have while I was eating. I can't remember. But those MREs came from Martin Trucking as a little bit of a gift to do on my channel. So thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Tell your family, your mama, your wife, everyone in the family there, tell them all I said hello from Dirty Boots, because yeah, no, this Christmas was pretty low key for me this year, but got to spend some time with my family. Got to see all my little nephews and everything, so that was awesome. But hope all is well with the family there, Martin, and your gifts have definitely been appreciated. He definitely hooked it up for me for Christmas this year. A bunch of things to try, but those MREs from over the summer, they're finally getting to come into use, and definitely looking forward to trying that meatballs and marinara at some point. But tonight we're gonna do some tacos. Alright, so gonna chop up some peppers here. I'm in the RV for a minute, as you can see. And fire's still ripping outside. Gonna chop up some peppers here. And an onion.
These are just colorful bell peppers, green and a yellow and a red. Not much spice, but a lot of flavor. So good. Alright, so I just put on our onion and peppers, and now I'm going to put on just a little bit of avocado oil. Got it off to the side here, over top of some coals. Yum. Let this keep going for a minute. I just did a little Texas barbecue seasoning and some Italian seasoning. Man, that smells good. Alright, we'll touch base here in a little bit. Tacos on the campfire. Heck yeah. So, sorry, I was holding the light with my mouth there. But, beef is all browned over. And, trying
trying to get the lighting right here. There we go. Oh, there we go. So, got the beef all browned over. Nice, added a couple different types of cheeses that I shredded up inside. And, added a piece of wood because I was getting cold. I would kind of let it all die down into coals to let this finish browning off, and it kind of got chilly out here. So, I'm going to let this cheese melt into the meat. Let that heat my ass up. And then, throw this onto some taco shells here in a minute when it gets hot again. Alright, so all our cheese is completely melted into the meat. Everything is just completely just nice and browned over. All the meat's just nice and just beautiful. So I'm going to pull it off to the side here and let it cool down for a minute. And then I'm going to transfer it over to a like a banana bread pan. It's what I got on. It's what I have. Whatever. It's a banana bread pan. I'm going to put the meat in the banana bread pan and set that off to the side so it stays warm. And then I'm going to put 4 miniature tortilla shells in the bottom of this cast iron and put it right over the heat. And let them crisp up just a little bit, get some oil into them, and then I'm going to go inside the RV and make up 4 tacos. And if I don't use up all the meat from with the 4 tacos, then I'll put in a few more shells, put them out here on the fire, and make up a few more. So that's where we're at right now, and I'm going to let this cool down. Yeah, that's scorching. That's hot. I'm going to let that cool down for a minute, and then I'm going to put it in a banana bread pan. So, I will touch base here in a minute. Just want to give an update. And, yeah, getting the fire built back up feels really, really good, because right now it's like 36 degrees out here. Alright, talk to you in a little bit. Alright, so I just went ahead and put the meat right over top of the fire for a minute, let it get some good heat. It is hot. It's got a good little char going to it. Get that all overheated for a second. Oh, it smells so good. So I got 4 shells there in the cast iron now, and the meat into the banana bread pan. It is cold out here. Shit's starting to frost over a little bit. It's into the low 30s. I need to go put my big jacket on. But let these toast over for a minute. Just get more so any kind of heat that they can. They've been sitting outside, so. Alright, so we're in the RV. We got 4 tacos. And a little hot sauce to them. Just some Louisiana hot sauce, nothing too spicy, more of a vinegar base. And I am ready for this. We're gonna dig in. Little bit of campfire tacos, if you will. Real simple, not a whole lot to it. Cheese and bell pepper and onion, hot sauce, some seasoning. Cheers. I'm gonna dig in. Oh my god. That is so good. So simple, but so much flavor. The avocado oil in the tortillas, the meat, the seasoning. It was this like Texas beef barbecue dry rub that I added to the ground beef. And then just some Italian seasoning. But wow. That has a lot of flavor. Give me another bite. Alright, so I was able to wipe my hands enough to switch you guys over to the tripod so you can see me at least. I don't know what good that does, but I'm gonna finish up these last 2 tacos. They're damn good, let me tell you. Like, I'm gonna add a little bit more hot sauce to this last couple. But man, I missed lunch today. Didn't miss lunch. I didn't make lunch today. And when I woke up today, I had no intentions whatsoever on making a fire pit and cooking food over top of it tonight. I was going to go out and buck some logs,
Maybe a little bit of small stuff. Not sure what all I guess I just did the 1 or 2 piles today that I filmed. But I went and bucked up some other bigger logs and stuff like that, but I didn't take the camera. I just went off on my own. Anyway, did a few things today. But when I woke up this morning, my intentions on building a fire pit and cooking over top of it tonight was not in the mindset. But I kind of just, saw the bits and pieces laying around and figured, a little bit of warmth from a fire wouldn't be so bad since I was doing a second night out here. And the more I thought about it, the more I knew that MRE wasn't going to fill me up. I mean, as far as I'm concerned right now, I might eat this taco and a half now. I might go make up that other MRE. And if the stupid heater doesn't get the meal hot, I'll throw it in that cast iron pot and put it over top of the fire. Fire ain't out. Depends on if I'm still hungry after this. I mean, at this point, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I let the fire kind of let me procrastinate, if that makes sense. I just kind of hung around out there for a while longer than I should have. Not should have, but than I needed to. Just kind of kept the meat going on and off of the fire for a little bit. But I think I'm inside for the night now. I don't think I'm going to go stoke the fire back up. It's pretty well out. It's taken care of. So, I don't think I'm going to need any more food than this. But if I do, I'll make up that MRE here in an hour if I get hungry. We'll see how it does. Otherwise, these 4 tacos piled off with a pound of ground beef, onion, and some bell pepper, some seasonings. Man, over top of a little fire pit that I put together in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. This came out pretty damn good. I'm gonna enjoy this last taco here, and probably gonna watch a show and pull my boots. Well, good morning. I had to run into the house and run up to the house there and grab the battery for the camera. My battery died on me. I am just now waking up, though. I haven't done a damn thing. I haven't even gotten dressed. Anyway, I threw this hoodie on real quick because it's cold. But, last night was good. Last night was a lot of fun. That fire definitely helped make things a little bit more enjoyable. But, I think I'm going to pack it in. And, I got to run to town, do a few things. So, I'm going to sign off here on this video. Last night's tacos, the MRE for Martin Trucking. Awesome, brother. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And if you haven't checked out his channel, check it out, Martin Trucking. And yeah, I definitely think we're going to be out camping again soon, because even though last night it was low 30s and the night before was high 20s, it wasn't that bad. I was kind of expecting it to be a lot worse, and it really wasn't. So that being said, I'm probably going to do another camp out here in a night or two. Might pick up some food today in town that I can cook out over the campfire. Might make some hot dog sausages. Might make some burgers. I also might set up my Blackstone and do some stir fries or something. I don't know yet. But I'm definitely not opposed to doing some more of these campouts, even if I'm at my own place, on my own land, whatever.
if that's what I'm stuck doing and we have a week of storms or rain, or hell, if we get some snow, if we get a snowstorm, I'll come camp out here in the snow. I might try to pick up a buddy heater for that episode. Actually, I might look at one today, see how expensive they are right now. But either way, a little buddy heater in here would make this pretty close to luxury camping, because it would be way warmer. I mean, right now it's... I don't even know where my little thermometer is here. Let's see, what do we got? What does that say? 42.8 in here right now, and the door's open, getting some sunshine in here. It's not warm. But it ain't freezing. It ain't horrible. There ain't frost on the ground still. It's sun's starting to hit and thaw everything out. So, oh well. I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll touch base here on the next episode. It won't be long. Till then, thanks for watching. Thanks for staying till the end. And Dirty Boots is out.